Jake Vicarja. Hello and welcome from Derry City. I've had a wonderful day today, and I'm talking to you from Abbey B&B here in the Bogside, just a stone's throw from the city. And a big shout out to Seamus, who has donated 2 nights accommodation to me. That's very generous, and I really appreciate it. But it's a lovely place. If you're ever coming to Derry, come to Abbey B&B, because the rooms are beautiful and spotless clean and so comfortable. It's amazing. But I'd like to thank some people, and I'd like to thank Geralt for walking in to Derry with me this morning, and for doing the wee video at the start of the day, and to Leisha for doing the music, and Bernie for meeting us in the city. And I'd like to thank Leisha as well, not only for the music but for the generous donation you made. Leisha had earned quite a bit of money busking at the Clonakilty, but she gave me a very big portion of that this morning. So Leisha, you're a lovely wee girl, and you give us hope for the future. And to Granny Peg and Colin McTaggart for your donations. To the lads that met us and walked into the city with us, thank you. To Mickey Cooper, Pat Murphy, Anton O'Farrell, Iana, for your generous donations. To Emma and Emmett for your donation and for everything you've done for meeting us, walking in with us. Emmett for the food and the coffee and just organising things, and you've been amazing. I'm so grateful. And after the hard day I had yesterday, little did I think I would be in the mayor's parlour today, and that's where I was, meeting the new mayor of Derry, Grace, and it was lovely. And thanks so much to Grace for taking time out of her busy day to meet us. I wasn't expecting that. And just on Chuff, we're getting a few quid in on Chuff, and I'd like to mention Karen Barth, Liam Glavin, Aoife McBride, my lovely friend Suhaila for your generous donation. I miss you, and I'll see you soon. Anonymous and Katrina McCallion, and everyone else who spoke to me and gave us donations today. If I didn't mention you, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So I got a real Derry welcome today, and it set me to thinking about Derry, and I had a wee bit of time, and I was reading up about it, and for people who are watching from abroad, the Irish civil rights movement was born in Dungannon in County Tyrone in 1968, and it had life breathed into it in Caledon. But it was on Duke Street in this city, in the city of Derry, that the buttons of the RUC ignited an unstoppable struggle for justice and for equality that endures to this day. And so it's no surprise that there is a massive activism in the city, and I'm working for the Palestinian cause and other causes, and the solidarity that's here. And Derry has given us so much in terms of music and musicians and literature and art and activism and activists and lifelong activists. And I was thinking today about two in particular. The wonderful John Hume dedicated his life to the people of Derry and the struggle for us, for our equality and peace and freedom in Ireland. And Eamon McCann, who's still going strong, and he's dedicated his life. So Derry has given us so much, and the Derry people will be able to ream off, I know, dozens and dozens of people just like that. And so we have to be grateful to Derry for the people that it has given to us. And, you know, I've always had empathy with the Palestinian cause and other causes around the world, and I would have given a few quid, and I've been to a few marches, but nothing major. And it was only when this phase of the Nakba started that I realised that having empathy and not acting is worse than not caring at all. Because you see the pain and you see the injustice and you know about it and you don't act. And it was bothering me, and I said, you have to get active, and I did. So I'm a newbie, like millions of others, to being really active and dedicated to it in some small way, like Eamon McCann and those people. And they give us the example. Those die-hard activists. I always remember what Bobby Sands wrote, and he said, everyone, Republican or otherwise, has their own particular role to play. No part is too great or too small. No one is too old or too young to do something. And he wrote those words about the Irish struggle, but it applies to ours today, because the underlying principle behind our struggle and that struggle, which is ongoing, is justice and equality and freedom. And I have no doubt that Bobby would be the vanguard of our movement if he hadn't sacrificed his life for the Irish cause. So my wee message, for what it's worth today, is if you're disillusioned or if you've never felt motivated to get active, reconsider it. The movement needs every single person that we can get, and the Palestinian people need us, because no oppressor gives concessions to the oppressed. It has to be hard. It has to be fought for and hard won. And there will be no changes coming from within inside the rogue state. All our governments are complicit with them. They're not going to do it. So it's down to the people that are being active and are rising up to force our governments to change their attitude to the rogue state and bring about the change that's needed. And so I would just hope that more and more people would get active, because they're controlling the algorithms, they're buying up social media platforms, they're already in control of all the mainstream media, and they're doing all they can to perpetuate the lies that they have been spreading out to us for decades. And we have to get really, really active, and we are making real gains. I feel really positive. You can see gains coming week in, week out, and let's get motivated again. Don't despair. Keep going, and encourage more and more people to come and join the movement. So that's my wee thought after spending the day in Derry. So I maybe bump into you tomorrow. I'm going to spend tomorrow around the city with my sign and try and get a bit of money and get some followers, and just send the message out wherever I can. And I'm going to go to bed now, and so I might bump into you tomorrow. See you shit on Palestine.